So do you think you could get your agency to 500K a month? I'm guessing that's 500K a month, right? And do you think you would lose a lot of profit scaling that high? So great question. And I talked about this at the London event. I talked about this in my mentorship extensively. But when I say I've scaled to past 200K per month with my agency, by the way, there's few people in the space that have done it with their agency. I'm not considering any other business of mine, right? Just purely with the agency. How do we do that? Well, it just so happens that the way I've structured the e-com marketing agency business model, the EMA model that I've talked about for a number of years now at this point, and that I first introduced to the market, right? The way I've structured it is we have the fix. Okay, cool. That gives us predictability, gives us cash flow. It's great, right? But then most of the money is made on the ad profit, right? So the percentage that we take from the profit that we make these clients minus the ad spend, minus their cost of goods sold, minus our fixed fee, right? And so the reason why I say that is because for most of my clients at this point have 10K plus per month, well, not retainers because that would be fixed, payments from them, right? And most of that comes from the ad profit deals because we're spending a pretty good amount, a pretty good chunk of cash on their ad spend, right? And so I don't really need a lot of clients to, scale to 200K per month, right? In fact, I actually did a breakdown at the London event of like my exact income sources, right? So really that's the first thing, like to get to 100K per month with your agency, with your e-com agency, you only need a handful of clients paying you 10K per month. And with the ad profit deals, that's not that hard. Like, we charge 3-4K a month retainers for brands that are making 100, 200, 500K per month. E-commerce, not a huge, it's not a huge deal for them. And then we take 10, 15, 20% of the ad profit. Like very quickly, you have those 10K per month retainers. And I see people in the community getting to a level like charging equity, which I'll talk about in just a bit, right? So that's really the first part, which is like the ad profit deal, right? So having those 10K per month payments from clients every single day, every single month, right? Then we take equity in a lot of these brands, right? And so equity typically is going to be cash, like it's going to be vetted later down the journey. So technically, like we're not making that money now. But for example, Patrick, one of my students, right? He took a 6% equity in a currently 2.5 million valued brand, right? And so when that vets and when he can cash that out, if the brand sells, right, or if he liquidates his equity, right, that's going to be a good chunk of money as well for him, right? And so that's also how we're gonna that's also how we can scale. And then the other component of the e-com agency model is the fact that you can start building your own e-com brands, and those I still consider part of the e-com agency because I'm using my team, I'm using my resources from the agency, I'm using my connections that I built for, using the agency, and so that is literally a byproduct of the agency. So that's still part of like the money that I make with the agency, right? And so I've got 2 e-com brands right now. One in the cosmetic space, another in the nutrition space. But my point, right, and to your question, so that's how I plan to get to 500K per month. And do you think I would lose a lot of profit? No, because actually you start making more profit because the variable of scale with the business model that I propose within e-com agency is not signing more clients. It's not volume of clients. It is the money that you make with the ad profit, and that is pure profit. Make sense? Like that is pure profit to the agency because it doesn't increase. Like the more we make, let's just say we're charging 20% of ad profit for one client, right? And the next month, this month that means like 5K per month for us. The next month it means 10K. That extra 5K is not like I don't need an extra person. I don't need to pay my media buyer more because of that, right? Like it's the exact same work. We've just increased the ad spend, and so I do give out obviously incentives and bonuses according to the ad profit that we take, but the expenses wouldn't increase as I make more money because of the way I've structured it, because mainly due to the fact that the main variable for expenses is not volume of clients. Hopefully that makes sense. I think it does, but yeah, so it wouldn't cut into my profits essentially.